Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Fans speak out against Mark Anderson as Golden Bachelor. Bachelor Nation fans wanted Mark Anderson as the next Golden Bachelor, but now many think he isn't the right choice. Keep reading to find out what changed their minds. Shocking Golden Bachelorette elimination. Mark Anderson and viewers were blindsided when Joan Vassos sent him home in the latest Golden Bachelorette episode. Many fans thought he was the frontrunner to win. He confessed to the cameras before his elimination that he thought his connection with Joan was strong, but she clearly didn't feel the same way. With just a few weeks left, she had to make the hard decision and eliminate the suitors she didn't feel a connection with. In addition to Mark, she sent home girl dad Keith Gordon and Jonathan Roan. Guy Gansert, Chalk Chappell, Jordan Heller, and Pascal Abbe head to hometown dates. One of those four men could possibly be the second great love of Joan's life. Fans speak out against Mark Anderson as Golden Bachelor. In an emotional Instagram post, Mark Anderson spoke about how the Golden Bachelorette changed his life, even if he wasn't right for Joan. But some cynical Bachelor Nation fans think that he was never a serious consideration for her and was placed on the show by producers. Why? To be the next Golden Bachelor. Fans have been clamoring for Mark to get the role since he made a brief appearance on Joey Graziede's season of The Bachelor. But after seeing him on Joan's season, a small number of fans no longer think he's right for the Golden Bachelor. Why not? Some fans said that Mark Anderson was too quiet to take on the role of the lead. Check out some of the other comments on a Reddit thread. I love Mark, but I don't think he should be Golden Bachelor. Not only do I think he's a bit more on the reserve side, but he's only 57. Mark looks like every single scam friend request I get on Facebook that appears to be some sort of widowed doctor. I hope Mark is not the next Golden Bachelor. Like many have said, he seems dull. I just don't find him exciting to watch at all, and I feel like they didn't really have a connection, so I agree it felt very forced for him to even be there this long. I think they desperately wanted Mark to be the guy, but he was a little dull this season. Think they will probably reconsider and go with another option. The Golden Bachelor is a show meant to celebrate love in its golden years, where mature contestants take center stage in a quest to find companionship later in life. The franchise has attracted a dedicated fan base that cherishes this departure from the traditional Bachelor model, offering heartwarming and often tear-jerking moments. Yet when it was announced that Mark Anderson, a former corporate executive with a passion for luxury cars and an extensive social media presence, would be the new Golden Bachelor, the reaction wasn't as rosy as producers might have hoped. In fact, the announcement seemed to light a fuse that sparked a full-blown fan revolt. Social media lit up with backlash from disappointed viewers, who felt that Anderson didn't embody the values or the authenticity the show had come to represent. The charm that missed the mark. On the surface, Mark Anderson appeared to be an ideal candidate. Handsome, successful, and with a polished demeanor, Anderson fit the bill of what you might expect from a modern bachelor in many respects. He was the epitome of what some might call aging gracefully, but according to many fans, that's precisely where the problem lies. One of the hallmarks of the Golden Bachelor franchise is that the contestants, while accomplished in their own rights, tend to have more grounded and relatable stories. They have loved, lost, grieved, and overcome hardship. Fans resonate with the emotional depth, vulnerability, and authenticity of these older bachelors and bachelorettes. Anderson, by contrast, seemed more like a caricature of success. Fans quickly noted his meticulously curated Instagram feed, which features luxury vacations, expensive watches, and sports cars. Rather than offering insight into his personal journey or the life experiences that had shaped him, his social media presence felt cold and distant, a far cry from the warm, genuine personas fans had come to expect. Is he really in it for love? Perhaps the loudest criticism from fans stems from the belief that Anderson is not participating in the show for genuine reasons. Many accuse him of using the platform to boost his personal brand rather than to find a meaningful connection. With over 100,000 followers on Instagram prior to his casting announcement, Anderson was already something of a public figure. Skeptics claim that being on the show will serve more to promote his lifestyle and expand his influencer reach than to find love. Mark seems like he's here for the fame, not the feelings, tweeted one fan. We want someone who values love, not likes. This sentiment was echoed across various fan forums, where Anderson's past interviews and media appearances were dissected in search of clues about his true motivations. His polished, media-trained responses were interpreted as rehearsed, fueling the narrative that he wasn't there to bare his soul, but rather to grow his public profile. The franchise's problem with perfection. Part of what makes The Golden Bachelor work is its rejection of the idea that love stories, especially in later life, are about perfection. In earlier seasons, audiences were moved by contestants who showed scars, wrinkles, and emotional wounds. Their stories were human, messy, and often imperfect. The magic of the show is in how these flaws become endearing qualities as contestants open up and reveal themselves to be vulnerable, complex individuals. Anderson, however, with his glossy exterior, was seen as too polished, too perfect. Fans felt that he didn't align with the down-to-earth ethos of the show. One particularly vocal critic said on a Reddit thread, "Mark Anderson represents everything I don't want to see on Golden Bachelor. We're not here for flashy suits and fake smiles. We want real connections and life stories that resonate with where we are at this stage in life." Missing the maturity mark. Many fans also expressed concern that Anderson, while fitting the age requirement for the show, doesn't seem to embody the emotional maturity they were hoping for. His history of dating younger women became a hot topic, with fans questioning whether he could genuinely relate to the experiences and desires of women in their 60s and 70s. How can he understand what it's like to be a widow or to face the challenges that come with aging if he's dating people half his age? Asked one commenter on a popular Bachelor Nation blog. This raised doubts about whether Anderson could truly empathize with the contestants, many of whom would likely be seeking deeper emotional connections. Producers silent amidst the uproar. As the controversy surrounding Anderson's casting has continued to grow, producers of The Golden Bachelor have remained mostly silent, likely hoping that the initial wave of backlash will die down as the season progresses. They have, however, made attempts to emphasize the idea that everyone deserves a second chance at love, no matter their background or social status. It's clear that the show's creators saw something in Anderson that they believed would resonate with viewers. Perhaps they hoped his charisma and charm would ultimately win fans over. But for now, the backlash shows no signs of slowing down. Can Anderson turn it around? The big question now is whether Anderson can shift public perception once the show begins airing. There's still a chance that viewers will warm to him as they get to know his story on a deeper level. Some fans have suggested that perhaps the curated image he portrays on social media is just a facade, and that the show will give him an opportunity to show his more vulnerable side. Who knows, maybe he'll surprise us and turn out to be really sweet and genuine, one fan posted on a Bachelor Facebook group. But right now it feels like the producers missed the mark by a mile. Regardless of how the season unfolds, it's clear that Anderson has an uphill battle when it comes to winning over the show's passionate fan base. In a series that prides itself on authenticity and heart, Anderson's flashy exterior might prove to be more of a hindrance than a help. A love story or a PR story? As the premiere date draws closer, fans will be watching to see if Anderson can defy expectations and prove himself to be more than just a polished image. Will he embrace the vulnerability that past bachelors have shown, or will he remain behind the glitzy veneer? Only time will tell whether Mark Anderson is truly in it for love.